Thomas and the new engine. The engines on the island of Sodor are kept very busy. There are always lots of jobs to do. One morning, Sir Topham Hatt came to Tidmouth Sheds.
A new engine has arrived on the island. His name is Neville. You must all make him feel welcome. A happy engine is a really useful engine.
Later, Thomas was stopped at a signal. The signalman called down to Thomas.
The bridge ahead is unsafe. Thomas, you are to collect a piece of ironwork so the bridge can be repaired.
Yes, sir.
At the yards, Arry and Bert were with Neville, the new engine. Neville was a steamy, but had a square body like a diesel. Neville was backing up towards some trucks.
Nearly there,
Said Arry cheekily.
nearly there.
Said Bert naughtily. Then there was trouble.
Watch where you're going, clumsy wheels.
Why you gotta be so mean?
It's not our fault if you're silly steamy.
And they laughed even harder. Thomas arrived at the yards. He could see Arry and Bert laughing with Neville.
That must be the new engine. He must be friends with the diesels.
Thomas arrived at Knapford Station.
Have you seen the new engine yet, Thomas?
Yes, but we better be careful. I saw him at the yards with Arry and Bert. They were laughing together.
James was shocked.
Edward, have you heard about the new engine?
And he started to tell Edward all about Neville. Later, Edward was taking on water. He was talking to Percy.
That new steamy Neville is best friends with the diesels. He doesn't want to be with steamies at all.
How do you know?
James told me, and Thomas told him.
Later, Percy met Emily at a red signal.
Don't go near Neville the new engine. Arry and Bert have told him to biff into the steam engines. Edward told me, James told Edward, and they all heard it from Thomas.
When Thomas arrived at Abbey Station, Sir Topham Hatt was there. Thomas felt proud. It was a very useful job. Just then, he heard a whistle. Someone was coming. Thomas had to warn them. It was Neville, pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas was shocked. Annie and Clarabelle were his coaches.
Hello.
I'm not talking to you.
Neville didn't know what he had done. Then Emily pulled in next to Neville.
Hello.
Emily let out a whoosh of steam.
It's no use trying to make friends with me. I know you're gonna bump into all the steamies just like Arry and Bert told you to.
Thomas was surprised, but the station master blew his whistle and Neville puffed sadly away.
Where did you hear that Neville is going to biff into all the steamies?
Don't you know? Percy told me. Edward told Percy. James told Edward, and you told James.
But I only said to James that I'd seen Neville with Arry and Bert.
Then Toby arrived.
Have you heard about Neville the new engine? Henry and Salty saw Arry and Bert being horrible to him at the yards.
Emily was shocked. Thomas couldn't believe it. Neville wasn't friends with the Diesels after all.
Where was Neville going?
Cinders and ashes! Neville's heading for the broken bridge. I must stop him.
Neville was speeding through the countryside as fast as he could. Suddenly, Neville saw a barrier on the
Huh?
track.
Oh!
He slammed on his brakes,
Whoa!
but it was too late. Neville was in terrible trouble. He was on the broken end of the bridge.
Ow!
Thomas knew it was all his fault. Suddenly, he had an idea. Thomas steamed slowly and carefully onto the bridge. He gently bumped Clarabelle and was coupled on. The bridge made a creaking noise. Thomas knew he must hurry. He pulled as hard as he could, and with one big puff, he pulled Neville's wheels off the bridge. Thomas had done it. He had saved Neville, Annie, and Clarabelle.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I should have warned you, but I was too busy believing silly stories. I thought you didn't like kind steamies, but now I know I was wrong.
Thomas gave Neville a long, friendly toot-toot. Neville was very happy. At last, he knew he had a good friend in Thomas.